When it comes to big movies, is there a difference between the sensibilities of the Telugu audience and the Tamil audience, or are they the same?
See, the sensibilities change, but the emotions don't change.
Right.
That's what I believe in.
Can you explain that a little?
See, I'll tell you what. The thing is that sensibilities wise, yes, we have a certain culture. Telugu has a certain culture.
Sure.
Tamil has a certain culture that you
Right.
cannot deny.
Right.
Sensibilities come from your culture, from the way you kind of inculcate them. But the emotions are almost the same.
Yeah.
The emotions towards your friends, the emotion towards your lover,
Yeah.
the emotion towards your parents, it might define, but there is a certain emotion involved.
Yeah.
You might hate them or you might love them. That is also an emotion. So hate and love are different emotions.
Right.
And sensibilities are like, your perspective,
Right.
the way your outlook, the way you think that, okay, this, has to be. So there's a difference in these two paintings
Yeah. Yeah.
that are different. But I think the emotions are underlined for everybody the same. And that is why you see that the films here work there, the films there work here.
Right.
Because the emotion is what has to hold together.
Right.
And the emotions can never lie.
Right.
Is what my feeling is.
So the two versions of the film, you didn't have to change anything.
Nothing.
Okay.
We did a proper Tamil film
Right.
that's being done in
Yeah.
Telugu.
Right.
That's it. So there's no kind of a sensibility change. Even for Tola, we didn't change anything. It was the same film that
So
released in
Upuri,
Telugu.
what you did in Upuri,
Upuri was Tola.
Tola. Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
There was no kind of
okay.
a change to satisfy these or that or that. We wanted to tell a story, and that's what happens.
Right.
And after Tola, the best thing that happened to us was like because that was my first Tamil film, to tell you, though we taken into Shabal, and then we tried to take the soul and again adapt it to India, because even Karthi sir said that when I was going to narrate him the story and to ask him to watch the film, and he's like, what are these guys coming to narrate me that film? But the best thing that happened was the amount of calls that I got from here.
Yeah.
Was just like Mahendran sir called me. And I'm a ardent fan of him. He was there. Hari was there sitting beside me. And John called me and he said, Father wants to call you. And he said, Vamshi, I should say I'm lucky to talk to you, man. And I started weeping. I just started crying. He said, this was the DNA of Tamil, this is the DNA of Tamil cinema. Relationship, flourishing, and that and this. So there were so many other directors who appreciated it and everything. And I felt that, the sense of belonging, a kind of a sense of, because I came from nowhere. Yeah. I just was, in the software. I just came, I started, I didn't know where I was going to be.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Dilraj sir yesterday. In 2006, you remember, you got me here to meet Harris Jayaraj sir for the first time for my film. And today we are landing here day after our film is releasing here. So I don't know how the journeys are defined, and that's how it is.
Yeah. The last time we had a big Telugu Tamil bilingual. Now this is not a bilingual,
it's
but I'm
not
just saying, like Mahesh Babu's Spider.
Yeah.
It ended up satisfying neither audience. It was like a thing. I mean, I personally liked quite a few parts of it. But
Yeah, there are few. It has a few brilliant.
yeah.
moments of-
But overall, it kind of that is why I asked you the question, because is there a sensibility difference where like you cannot make one
It will
movie,
be there.
because even though you rightly said that there are movies here that have been dubbed and worked fantastically there, and vice versa, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that that's what, no, we cannot take one special instance like Spider. There were many films that were made like that, and they didn't work for their own reasons.
Right.
Now, if you ask me, it worked here, it didn't work there, then it was a tough debate.
Right.
If it didn't work at both places, then I think there was a certain kind of a thing that didn't work for the story. But as you said, there was some brilliant portions that even I loved in the film.
Yeah.
But I think for the audience, I think for them, what actually kind of, when you get them into that world of, as I said, every film has a certain language, every film has a certain story. So that's what I'm telling you. When those lights dim, right, what you read of the film, what you heard the trolls about that film, that nothing, you remember nothing. It's a beautiful moment.
And it's also like a beautiful personal moment.
Yeah, personal moment.
Yeah.
So everything going dimming is actually dimming your mind, and once that something is starting on the screen, your light is opening up.
Yeah.
And it is my job to migrate you into that world and tell you that this is the world I want to narrate it.
Right.
And this is the world so it's like a kind of, you're just tying them up with all sides, and just with the visual and the audio, you're trying to arrest them into a world that even they don't know, but it's your responsibility to take them into that world,
Right.
to make them emote to the characters, whichever emotion it might be. I am trying to tell you one emotion, but it might be a revenge, it might be horror, it might be fear. You are trying to fear them, give the scare to them, whatever it might be. But making them, taking them into that world and kind of, giving that kind of a thing that, okay, now this is what you're going to watch.
Right.
So this is what you have to see.
Right.
So this is what is going to happen now. So that engagement
Right.
is very important,
Yeah.
is what I feel.
Yeah. So hypothetically speaking, I just got this, like, I just thought of asking, since you said horror or fear, is it possible to take a big star? See, generally you just said like a big commercial movie has all genres in it, right? So it's like, it's impossible to make a very specific
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
movie because you want to satisfy all sections of the audience. But do you think with audiences changing and with so many other things changing, do you think it's possible tomorrow, let's say, to make a pure horror movie with Vijay?
I cannot say that because I don't have a conviction on that, frankly.
Yeah, but I'm saying Mahesh Babu, Ramcharan, whoever,
See, we cannot tell anything at any point. The thing is that a story, if that story demands that and it has in it, no, I think nobody will deny it.
Okay.
Until you tell a story the way that it has to be told. And again, I'm telling you, the thing is that when you're going to a superstar, because I've done my, you need to kind of be in mind that you're telling it to a superstar.
Right.
And there's this lot of this money that's going to be invested in it, and you better make sure that they get back the money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the first one who will be stamped upon is the director. So it's like whenever a film is coming out, it's like a 1,000-ton crane carrying a rock on top of you, and you're tied up and you're just looking at it.
It's a great example.
So you need to be very careful. So the thing is that because you've selected this,
Right. You
Nobody
chose
is-
this path.
You chose this path.
Yeah.
Nobody pushed you into it. But you've chosen this, and if you're flourishing here, then there must be a reason. Because you're telling a story with a superstar and with the way the people like it.
Right, right.
So it is a great challenge.
Right.
So there is a kind of so many dynamics involved in it.
Right.
So you better be careful about what you're going.
Yeah.
And if you're even telling the horror story, then make sure that he has that, whatever it is, yeah, whatever emotion it might be, it has to nurture the kind of image,
Right.
because they are larger than life characters, they're larger than life people. Because the way they demand that that aura or everything out of people, it's around them. So you need to keep that aura in mind.
Right.
Is what I
right.
think.
Right. Right.